What we have is a seminar on occult awareness. I am not interested in the seminar panicking anybody. It is not a panic seminar or panic teaching. It is a teaching on awareness.
What you're about to see is the result of a collective American nervous breakdown that began in 1968.
And now, homeboys and homegirls, apartment boys, apartment girls, let's give it up for the devil's personal nightmare, Blaine Bartell!
It resulted in a lot of people like this guy.
Give the band a big hand, all right. Woo! Hey, it's good to have you here on Fire Tonight. We welcome all of you. We're going to be talking about a very important subject, and that is Satanism. In fact, the title of the program is Satanism Unmasked.
Actually, it's SATANMANIA.
We're going to be having Carmen again. We've got Sean Sellers, Bob Lars, a lot of guests, and a very special guest that's right behind me. Please welcome Mr. Excitement. Come on. Lee, how you doing, bud?
Doing great.
I've got a letter here that we just got in our ministry last week from a young man. His name is Lee, just like yours. He's from Kansas, and he says that he was involved in Satanism. In fact, him and a friend, he says, would go down to a river beating animals to death with boards and pipes.
This subculture loves almost psychedelic descriptions of violence.
Then I would take a portion of the blood or the body and drink it or eat it. I believed that by doing this, more power and more ability was being placed into my body.
He told her, "I'll listen to you," and he gave her a marijuana cigarette. When the chanting started, they brought in a little baby. He was barely walking. We tied him to a nearby tomb. It was crying. After it was tied down, Chris took out his sacrificial dagger. I held back the baby's head while he cut it from the base of its neck down to its waistline and across the stomach. The baby was still alive, so I broke its neck by just about twisting it off.
They also like nice even shots.
Says that they asked demons to possess him.
And conversion stories.
They came to our camp this summer, completely renounced the Prince of Darkness and gave their lives to the Prince of Peace, Jesus Christ. Hallelujah! Woo!
So where the hell did these people come from?
Today's Christians are creating alternatives. Quality Christian music and films, new types of games, and literature with a positive message. There's no limit if we let God's creative force flow through us.
And why do they like such interminable lists?
Music and a game called Dungeons and Dragons. And then, of course, trailing very closely behind that and vying for the position is the amount of occult information that is put out through the videos, the movies, the TV shows.
There's no guidelines, there's no morals, and everything's okay. Premarital sex is okay, extramarital sex is okay, any type of sex is okay, homosexuality, the whole thing.
Get ready to see a whole lot of sexual repression and paranoia.
Priests, ministers, doctors, police officers, judges, businessmen, oilmen, teenagers are all linked together for one purpose: to sacrifice whatever they want to Satan.
What are the signs that your child may be a target of satanic recruitment? According to Satanism in America, they include those that come from middle to upper class homes. They have low self-esteem and a poor self-image. They are highly intelligent. They're loners. They come from broken homes and split families. Latchkey kids. They have a deep need for belonging. They're susceptible to peer pressure. Impressionable. They may be victims of prior sexual abuse with little parental care or involvement. They are alienated from the church. Very creative or curious. They're rebellious and looking for power. They can be over or underachievers.
10 years ago, police and the church pretty much didn't even acknowledge Satanism as being a reality in America. You know, maybe in Africa, maybe, you know, in some other country where there was no civilization or something.
You're also going to be seeing a lot of this guy.
But not in grand old America.
How does that young man go from that A student football player to a satanic killer? And more importantly, could it be happening right now to the kid next door?
Kids, for some reason, they don't want to listen to you or to adults or something. But whenever they see the handcuffs, whenever they see that, hey, this kid was just like me, maybe they'll listen to me.
Jesus was a teenager too.
Satan Mania.